Hey guys, this is Akshat Madan and I work as a developer at Maxim. In this video, I'll be showing you how you can share your logs from your Anthropic client with Maxim platform. So as you can see, I'm on the Maxim platform and all you need to do is go to the log section and create a new repository. So you can go to log repositories, create a new repository, and let's call it as Anthropic logs, and let's click on create. So once I have done that, you can either do custom implementation via LangChain or via Lite LLM. So I'll go ahead with custom implementation. I'll click on continue, and you need to install Maxim Pi package. So if I get back to my Google Colab notebook, I already have kept the code ready so that we can save some time, and this code will be shared with you. So as you can see at the top, I'm installing the Anthropic package so that we can access the Anthropic client, and then I'm having the Maxim Pi. Make sure that you're using the latest Maxim Pi version. Then you can get back, and once you have installed these two packages, you need to capture your log repository ID. So it is given over here. So I'll just copy it. I'll get back, and as you can see over here, I'm setting some notebook secrets. So if you are coding this in VS Code, then you need to set these variables in a .env file. So go to notebook secrets, and I already have some secrets with me. And over here, you need to have a Maxim API key, which you can go to Maxim, go to settings, and get your API key. So that one needs to be set. And second one, which is there, which is a Maxim repo ID. So I'll just replace this with the new repository that we have created, and this is done. And then you can see I need to capture my Anthropic API key also, which you can get from Anthropic website. So all of these three variables I'm setting in the environment using OS package. So import OS and import from google.colab, import user data so that you can access these variables. So once this is done, let's just also, let's run it afterwards. And then the next step is to create a logger. So this logger is coming from Maxim. So you need to import Maxim, a class from Maxim, and then you need to create a logger. So just using simple one line, you can create an instance of the Maxim logger. And this logger, we need to, so first of all, as you can see in the next cell, I'm importing Maxim Anthropic client. So basically we have created a wrapper around Anthropic. As you can see, I am providing it a Anthropic client with the API key of Anthropic, and I'm providing it a logger. So wrap these two things with Maxim Anthropic client, and it is done. Now using this client, we are going to make LLM calls, which at the backend it is using Anthropic Claude Sonnet models. But as you can see, I'm not using directly Anthropic. I'm using Maxim wrapped Anthropic. Okay, then let's just make a simple LLM call. So I'm using this client.messages.create, provide a model name. These model names are available online. You can check Anthropic Claude website. Provide the maximum tokens that you want to generate, so 1024, and provide a list of messages. So you can have role user, you can have role assistant, you can have system message, and provide a content. So write a haiku about recursion in programming, and it is going to write a simple poem kind of content. Okay, then I'm just fetching the content.text so that I get my final output, which is nested inside this response, and then I'm printing this response. So as you can see, I get this simple answer. Here's a haiku about recursion. Function calls itself until base case is reached, then returns back up high. So this is a simple kind of phrase or like a haiku that we have got. So great. So our client is working, and we should be able to see the logs on Maxim. Let's move ahead, and then let me show you how you can create your own custom traces. And at the end, I'm going to show you all the outputs on Maxim because I have to also run all of these cells again. So let's first understand the code and then see the output. So over here, what I'm doing, so this is the case where I wanted to stream my response. It will be streamed to you, and you will be seeing the tokens as they will be getting generated in the output. So as you can see, I'm having the user input. What is the capital of France in 1800s? Final response, which will be fulfilled with the actual response. Then I'm having the response chunks, which will be appended in this list one by one. So start with this, right? Like with client.messages.stream, provide all the parameters, and then as stream, and then generate the text chunks, and then print these text chunks. Okay, so till here, let's try to run all of this so that we don't lose the context. So this is done. Now let's run this cell. Let's run maxim.logger. So as you can see, Maxim is initialized. Now let's create a Maxim Anthropic client. So this is also done. Let's run this one. it is generating a response, and we have got a response which is a haiku. And then let's also run the stream call. As you can see, it is streaming the response to me. It is not generating the complete output and then sending to me. It is streaming the tokens. Great. So till here everything is clear. And now let's try to create a custom trace with a trace ID that we can create. So I'm using UID4 package so that we can create unique IDs. So I'm creating a trace ID, and using this trace ID I'm creating a trace, and you can provide a trace name also, which will be visible to you in Maxim. So once this trace is created, and then when you create the response, so we have already learned how to create a response using Maxim Anthropic client. So use the client and create a response. Just one more parameter that you have to add is this extra headers, and in this you provide a key x Maxim trace ID and provide that trace ID that you just created. Okay, let's try this out, and then let's run this. Great, so response is generated. Now let's get back to Maxim. We can see some traces have been generated, and let's see the response. So as you can see, we are getting the output, input, model, tokens, cost, latency, everything. Let's open it up, and you can see in this trace, which is having this trace name, I made this. I provided this input. I got this output. Let's see this LLM call. I can see the model name, tokens that were consumed, extra headers, output, input, total costs that I were for this. And then I can see the input and the user message and the assistant message. Great. So this is done, and we can see the traces are being pushed to Maxim. Great. Now let's go ahead and create one session, and inside that session let's create multiple traces. So first of all, I need a session, so with a unique session ID. Then I need a trace ID, so again use UID4. Then create a trace, but in this trace you provide a session ID. Okay. So with this trace one, this trace ID, what I'm doing, I'm creating two LLM calls. So one LLM call, provide the trace ID. Then second LLM call, provide the same trace ID. So I've made two LLM calls under the same trace. Now let's use the same session ID and create another trace and make another LLM call. Don't forget to provide extra headers and this trace ID. Let's get back to Maxim. You can see this is the first, and then I'm having two LLM calls under the same trace, and you can see the chat that happened. And then I'm having another log which is having this another like second conversation trace, and under this I only have one LLM call, and you can see the chat. So this is how you can push logs and traces from Anthropic client to Maxim dashboard, and this is an amazing SDK and a platform for observability. If you want to get started with Maxim, check out the link evaluators.new, and you can also feel free to check out the links in the description. This code is also provided there. Till the next video, all the best for your AI journey.